And that's when I learned that when anything in the world has network effects can't be stopped. Now, I know you always speak about network effects. I learned that at Harvard in 2015, 2016. I don't even remember the exact year, but I learned the power of network effects. At the same time, I was dabbling in crypto. And what I realized was that crypto was the ultimate in network effects.
Hold on. How did you discover crypto? How did it appear on your radar screen?
Funny enough, I have a friend who's I got two friends that got me into crypto. One of them is this like geeky guy who was playing with this magic internet money called Bitcoin, and he came to me and he said, like, I've been making money on this thing called Bitcoin, which is like this crazy internet money. And I was like, yeah, well, buy me like 10,000 of these things, you know, like whatever they are, just buy me like. And he's like, no, you can't get 10,000. It's impossible. I said, well, just buy me as much as you can get. And he bought them, and you know, the price fluctuations were crazy, and I think I doubled my money and I sold all my Bitcoin, and I was like, yeah, cool, this Bitcoin thing's pretty cool. Like, that's fun. And then, you know, we started arbitraging Bitcoin because you could buy it on Coinbase and you could sell it locally in South Africa for like a 15 or 20% premium if you could find your money out of South Africa. We started doing that until the central bank in South Africa wrote us a very polite letter that said, look, we know exactly what you're doing, and if you don't stop what you're doing, then, you know, it's not going to end well. There's no laws against this yet, but we assure you what you're doing is probably not legal and you should probably stop. So we stopped. Anyway, what I realized about crypto is that crypto was the ultimate in network effects. And, you know, I just come out of like understanding the power of network effects and how if a protocol or a platform has network effects, it really can't be stopped. And not only can it not be stopped, but its acceleration can't be stopped. And so enamored by how do I build the next network, and then realizing that crypto is just a bunch of network effects, I found myself in a position where all I could think about was networks and exponential thinking. And the problem is that I was still CEO of an advertising company, which was very linear, and now under the control of a French corporate multinational. Okay, so you can imagine the nightmare. How I liken it is I liken it to someone who's gone to learn Mandarin, and whilst he was learning Mandarin, forgets how to speak English, and then comes back into this company where everybody speaks English. And all I could think about was linear, exponential and network. And I'm talking to a bunch of people who for 15 years I've taught to be very efficient and very linear and not to think exponentially. And now I was walking in there going, I cannot think linearly anymore. And when you put me in a position where I have to think linearly, but I've seen exponential, I've seen the light of networks, there's just no way that I can run this business.
Yeah, because, I mean, just for people to understand, the same unit of output, i.e. your time and attention, one produces a linear return, i.e. a 10% return on your time or 20% return, whatever that margin is. Well, exponential compounds, so 1 unit of your time at first may equal 10%, but in the end it can equal 500% of the value of that time. And so therefore, why become an accountant where you're just charging extra on top of your time when you can have a network that grows?
I mean, it's like, you know, like I think they work it out with the 10-step rule where they say, like, if you take 10 linear steps, you've gone for 10 meters. If you go 10 exponential steps, you're going 2, 4, 16, and it goes on and on and on. And you realize that it's, you know, it's just, you can't think linearly anymore.
We hope you enjoyed the video. At Real Vision, we help you understand the complex world of finance, business, and the global economy with in-depth analysis from real experts. Join the revolution at realvision.com.